Here's a full-length YouTube article in storytelling documentary style, around 1600 words based on your prompt. The Porsche Junior is more than just a vehicle, it is a fascinating piece of automotive history that continues to captivate enthusiasts and collectors around the world. When most people think of Porsche, their minds immediately jump to the legendary 911, the sleek Caymans, or even the modern Taycan, which pushes the boundaries of electric mobility. Yet, tucked away in the history of this iconic German brand is a machine that represents a completely different side of Porsche's engineering philosophy, the Porsche Junior tractor. Yes, Porsche built tractors, and the Porsche Junior is one of the most beloved among them. Courtesy of Autosport Designs Originals, filmed on location at their shop in Huntington Station, New York, we get an up-close look at this timeless machine, and it opens up a whole new chapter in the Porsche story. At first glance, the Porsche Junior may surprise those who associate the brand strictly with high-performance sports cars. It is small, compact, and simple compared to the sleek road-going machines of Stuttgart. Yet, this little tractor is an example of how Porsche's dedication to engineering excellence transcends categories. The Porsche Junior was developed during the 1950s, a time when agriculture was booming across Europe, and reliable machinery was in high demand. Ferdinand Porsche himself had been working on tractor designs since the 1930s, long before the company became synonymous with sports cars. In fact, the German government once mandated that only companies with experience in mass production could manufacture tractors, which led Porsche to partner with Mannesmann to bring these agricultural machines to life. The Junior was the smallest in the lineup, designed to be accessible, practical, and efficient for farmers with smaller plots of land. It featured a single-cylinder diesel engine producing around 14 horsepower. While that number may sound laughably small compared to today's standards, the engine was more than adequate for the kind of work the tractor was designed to handle. What made the Junior particularly special was Porsche's engineering approach. It wasn't just built to function, it was built to last. Even today, decades later, many of these tractors remain operational, lovingly restored and maintained by collectors and enthusiasts. Walking around the Porsche Junior at Autosport Designs, you can't help but admire its compact and purposeful design. The bright red paint, often referred to as Porsche red, gleams with character. The rounded curves of the bodywork bear a subtle resemblance to the styling language Porsche used on its cars. The narrow front end, wide rear fenders, and exposed mechanics remind you that this machine was built to work the land, not to sit in a showroom. Yet, there's no denying that Porsche's fingerprints are all over it. Even the ergonomics of the controls show thoughtful design, straightforward, functional, and built with the operator in mind. One of the most charming aspects of the Porsche Junior is the sound it makes when it comes to life. The little diesel engine chugs with a steady rhythm, an almost musical note that instantly transports you back to a simpler era. There's something deeply satisfying about hearing that engine fire up, knowing it's been doing the same thing for decades without fail. In an age where cars are increasingly computerized, digitized, and silent, the raw mechanical nature of the Junior feels refreshing. It's an unfiltered experience, one where you are directly connected to the machine and its purpose. The history of the Porsche tractor lineup is itself a fascinating subject. Alongside the Junior, Porsche offered the Standard, the Super, and the Master, tractors of increasing size and power. But the Junior has always held a special place in the hearts of collectors because of its approachable size and undeniable charm. It's the kind of machine that fits as comfortably on a farm as it does in a collection of rare and exotic automobiles. In fact, many Porsche car collectors eventually find themselves drawn to the Junior because it represents a different side of the brand they love. Owning one is like owning a piece of Porsche's hidden history, a reminder that this company's engineering excellence extended far beyond the racetrack. At Autosport Designs in Huntington Station, New York, the Porsche Junior is treated with the same level of respect and care as a classic 911 or a rare Ferrari. The shop specializes in high-end automobiles, and the fact that they proudly feature this little tractor in their inventory speaks volumes about its cultural significance. It's not just about horsepower or speed, it's about heritage, design, and the stories these machines carry with them. Every scratch, every dent, every restoration detail tells a story of where the tractor has been and who used it. In some ways, that story is even richer than that of a road car because the Junior wasn't a machine of luxury, it was a tool, a workhorse that played a vital role in people's daily lives. The collectors who seek out Porsche Juniors often share similar stories. Some are lifelong Porsche enthusiasts who want to own every piece of the brand's history. Others grew up around farming and want to reconnect with their roots, combining nostalgia with mechanical fascination. For many, the Junior is both a conversation piece and a functional reminder of a different era. It stands proudly at car shows, often stealing the spotlight simply because it's so unexpected. People gather around, smiling and pointing, charmed by the idea that Porsche once made tractors. What makes the Porsche Junior especially remarkable is how it bridges two seemingly different worlds. On one side, you have the high-performance, adrenaline-fueled culture of Porsche cars, machines built for speed, precision, and handling. On the other, you have the humble, hard-working world of agriculture. The Junior unites these worlds under a single brand, reminding us that Porsche's legacy is about more than just racing. It's about engineering solutions to real problems, whether that's shaving seconds off a lap time or helping a farmer till his fields more efficiently. Standing in the shop at Autosport Designs, surrounded by exotic sports cars, the Junior feels like a time capsule. It doesn't try to compete with the supercars, it doesn't have to. Its charm lies in its simplicity, its honesty, and the surprising depth of its story. For a collector, owning a Porsche Junior isn't about performance figures or top speeds. It's about owning a piece of the Porsche legacy that few people outside the enthusiast community even know exists. The restoration process of these tractors is also worth noting. Many Juniors spent decades working the land, exposed to harsh weather and heavy use. Bringing one back to its former glory requires patience, dedication, and a deep understanding of mechanical engineering. Restorers often strip them down to the bare frame, rebuilding the engine, refreshing the bodywork, and carefully matching the original Porsche red paint. The result is a tractor that looks as if it just rolled out of the factory, ready to begin its next chapter. What's even more interesting is how the Junior fits into the modern collector's world. In an era where car culture is dominated by rare hypercars, multi-million-dollar auctions, and increasingly complex machinery, the Porsche Junior stands out precisely because of its modesty. It is proof that not every collector's piece needs to be fast or expensive to be meaningful. Sometimes, the most powerful stories come from the most humble machines. The Porsche Junior also sparks conversations about the future of collecting. As younger generations enter the world of classic cars, they're often looking for vehicles that are not only rare but also unique and memorable. The Junior ticks all those boxes. It's unusual, instantly recognizable, and comes with a story that few other machines can match. It's the kind of vehicle that makes people stop, ask questions, and smile. And isn't that what collecting is all about? Finding joy in the stories and connections that machines bring into our lives. At the end of the day, the Porsche Junior is more than just a tractor. It's a reminder of the breadth of Porsche's engineering, a tribute to Ferdinand Porsche's vision, and a symbol of how machines can carry history within their frames. Whether you're a lifelong Porsche enthusiast, a farmer with fond memories, or simply someone who loves mechanical history, the Junior has something to offer. It's not about speed, luxury, or prestige. It's about heritage, character, and the simple beauty of a well-made machine that has stood the test of time. For those who want to experience this piece of Porsche history firsthand, Autosport Designs in Huntington Station, New York, provides a unique opportunity. Their shop is more than just a place to buy and sell vehicles, it's a gallery of automotive history, where every machine tells a story. The Porsche Junior sits proudly among exotic sports cars, a testament to the idea that greatness doesn't always come in the form of speed. Sometimes, it comes in the form of a small, red tractor that once worked the fields of Europe and now captures the imagination of collectors around the world. If you want to learn more, explore their current inventory, or even place a custom order, Autosport Designs offers access to vehicles that embody history, passion, and craftsmanship. The Porsche Junior is proof that every machine has a story worth telling, and sometimes, the smallest vehicles carry the biggest legacies. Would you like me to expand this into a more cinematic narration style, like a script for voiceover, so it flows even smoother for a YouTube video?